What is up, everybody? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to do some multicam editing along with some audio syncing inside of Premiere Pro. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to create my new sequence down here. If you go down to new item, hit sequence. I'm just going to call this ceremony. Keep it simple. Alright, now that we've got this, one of the important things is to make sure that every one of your video files and audio files has its own layer. If you don't do that, then your option to synchronize all of your shots will be grayed out. It won't tell you why, it just won't let you choose it. So make sure that you have a layer for everything. If you keep dragging it above your previous layer, it'll just create layers behind it. Drag in your audio clips if you have separate ones like I do. I use the Tascam recorders, and I put one on the groom, one on the efficient, and then I have one for just ambient noise in the room. So now I'm going to come in here, select it all, right click on the clips and hit synchronize. It's going to come up like this: clip start, clip in, and audio. I just always leave it at audio, track 1, and I hit OK. It's going to go through this process, synchronizing all of your shots along with all of your audio together. It generally comes out pretty well unless you have some really bad audio on a shot, then it'll give you a little trouble. I always tell people, you know, if you can't get Premiere Pro to synchronize your stuff, maybe go check out Pluralize 3. It generally, if Premiere Pro can't do it for me, then Pluralize can handle it. So always head over there next. I really hate manually syncing audio. It's just a time suck and doesn't do anything for you. So now that I've got everything synced up, look at that, how fast that was. Just while I was talking, everything's just like perfectly lined up. I know it is because I've done this a couple times already. Now, I've cut off the ends because that's where the video stops, so I know that there's no ceremony past or before that point. So now I have everything lined up here. I can go ahead and select everything and select Nest. We'll just call this Ceremony Multicam. Again, keep it simple. So now you're synced down there. It gives you that one nested sequence. You're going to right click on that sequence, go over to Multicam, and click Enable. That's important. If you don't do that, then it won't show you your extra clips. Come into the wrench right here on your program view, click Multi-Camera right there. So now if you come in here, you're going to see all of your shots. That's the one that is currently being recorded. Here are your other two shots over here. So if you want to do your multi-cam editing, hold on, let me mute some of this audio in here so you don't have to deal with listening to all that, because I'm not going to show you how to select which audio is the best one in this video. I'll leave that up for you to decide. Okay, so if you want to make your cuts, you come in here, you're watching this. If you want to cut over here to get this angle, you just click it in the program view. You see somebody walking in, you want to cut to them, hold it there for a little bit while they walk in. This is actually a wedding that I did recently. Awesome couple. Did a same day edit for this couple, and I mean, they were just the happiest couple. I loved working with them. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Definitely a great memory for me. I know it's a great memory for them. But yeah, so you're just going to click around here, just selecting different shots. You can watch them over here, see which one you want to go to. If you want, you can play it in double speed, even if your computer can handle it. See them coming in. Now, if you see nothing down here in the timeline is changing, as soon as you stop it, hit spacebar, you see all the cuts are added in. So if you hit Command Z, it's going to undo every single one of these cuts, which you don't want to do. So if you need to make an edit, say you're going to go from here and you don't want to cut this shot. You want to cut to the shot on the other side. You're going to come in here and go to Multi-Camera, Camera 1. So it comes from right here and then over to Camera 1. Now if you want it to change at a different time, instead of making another cut and working around, if you hit N, it'll give you this tool right here, which is the Rolling Edit tool. You can click and drag, and it moved your edit so it stays on this shot longer, and then it switches. So that's just a simple how to fix your shots if you mess up with the edit. Now if you want to go in and you want to edit the color of the shots, add some sharpening, depending on your shooting style, you're going to come in here, go to Ceremony Multicam over here in your project window, and it's going to open up all your stuff that you just synchronized. So you can come in here and add your color correction. And whenever you do that, you can come back over here to the ceremony, and it's going to automatically add all your color correction into this just because it's a nested sequence. That's how they work so seamlessly. I love it. Also, another note, if you're on a computer, I tried doing this with my old MacBook Pro. It only has 8 GB of RAM. I ended up calling Adobe because it would not run smoothly. They told me that they recommend no less than 12 gigabytes of RAM. That's why I'm using my new MacBook Pro. It's got 16 in it, and it will run at double and triple speed through the entire ceremony on all 3 cameras that I have rolling with no problem. So I can edit a ceremony in triple speed if I really want to. But always go back and make sure that your cuts are good with audio and synced up and everything. You don't want to just go through at triple speed and leave it at that. That's how mistakes happen. But yeah, that's the short and simple way to do it. And you can get your ceremony edited quick with multicam editing instead of having to go through, layer them through, and cut out which shots you don't need, and leave the ones you want underneath and that kind of stuff. I used to do it that way just because my old computer couldn't handle it. Once you switch over to multicam, there's really no going back the amount of time it will save you. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be moderating through and helping as much as I can. Also, if you have any other questions about wedding video editing or shooting or anything like that, there's a form at the bottom of this page. Click the button. It'll take you there. If you're on my website, nopixel2small.com, it'll take you to that form. Just fill it out. It's a 1-question form. Just what would you like to know more about wedding video production? So just let me know in that little form, and I'll make a post about it and see how much I can help you out. Other than that, if you have any other questions, you can head over to the contact page and contact me there as well. Thank you guys for watching.